Triumphed over personal flaws, and there I go, into another world. Naked limbs and nude thoughts in poetry, where I present it so proudly. Embracing a changing way, where I've finally transcended humanity, leaving them all behind, like my personal history. As it all disperses, like the evening stars, as the past stays there, never to bother my present mind, as it my memories stay, because it belongs in the past as it should, musing my own future. Let me emerge original and true, as I should, in fate dancing with destiny, saintful eyes to stain in saturating ways over this world, as those in doubt peak in disbelief, poetic bloom in rebirth, from water to flying through mist, inserting myself in my inner world, to where I've meditated to come alive. Now, do not weep because I have left and never to come back. This exile is on volunteer terms, and all I wanted was to experience true love. I'm not hard to find, for poets chanted the way to love in awe and gasping poetic stories, and now, for all muses have nothing to do beside to play homage, rising statues in thy honour, all because I meet thee, soulmate, and dared to follow through on love, and thy lover had thrown me all that wondrous beauty and this life had to offer, because thy lover dared to do the same, and we're brave enough to boast, to sign, to experience one another's total essence, and to be in mute silence, strong and raging eye-searching sessions, for contentment, desires, fantasy and reality, safety, strength enough to move to that other place, drips and melts over me, for I'm brave enough to let go in their lap, as they look down, smiling, stroking my hair. It's a bluebird's cages out of the randomness fell and left. For the first time, the bluebird sings in something of melodious harmony that only angels could understand. Because love is so beautiful that it can't be expressed in words and has to be sung, drawing the attention of all angels and urges to forget everything that you have knew, worked for, valued, and to simply move on to something higher. And I dare say, when meet, fall in love, fight through that horrifying hit and push herself to do such grandeur and dramatic act of loving, you finally know holiness, because love is everything that divine intervention is. For those who wholeheartedly understand this, without going back over, have experienced the same, to never return to this life, in this world. I had once given everything to everyone in this life. For that, I was rewarded a normal mundane life, and when I refused, I was called crazy or frowned upon. My lover only wants my time and my presence, and wild, passionate duration of meaningful life that always leaves us both with something more. It's where my destiny shines so brightly, and for when their presence and attention is denied from me, I cannot help to feel everything that sin is. I dare not to wander out. I get to intermix and help reality construct life. Birthing supernovas of life that I share with my love, and I've been waiting, without even knowing that I'm crazy in love, when I didn't even know how. For that I see that mystical value of poets spurging words of love. For I can love without even learning how. There's something more when I'm being loved back. Parlor space, piano plays, angels conquer my flaws, breaking away any false veils, dust swept away, swarming tender moments left to do. For when you hear someone saying that love is work for you, you have to work at it. Run! Fear them more than the devil, for those I wish not to be around. For love exists and a soulmate do not belong elsewhere. My soulmate belongs wrapped in my arm, where I can express my love for thy, all at once and in forever. In the same way, I'm desirous of all their love at once in forever. As for lovers loving, muses they shall, sprinkling drops of beauty over this world, cleansing it all. You want to break it up or keep going?
Keep going.
Its peak is where the lovers notice how strong their love is, and add a brutal sweeping force to what was built before, built up, in red blush, everything, including humanity and the individual souls disperse in a parting past, beauty parlor, electric shocks, solemn and radiant, world created. A worldly response to a cosmic problem, love between two. Doesn't seem like people at all. It's something that turns into themselves, sinking into beauty. I'm finally feeling real. It's empowerment. A belief in one from the attention of another. Not sentiment but claps from poets. Love is only expressed in actions and not in poetry. Living in extreme, flushed and warm, overcome. I'm in awakening. The peak of love does not happen here on earth. The sin of mankind has produced too much despair in this life. So much. Without invitation and by accident. It lands in someone's soul for when they breathe. As for me, I love and blessed to be loved back. Smart enough to know better and even higher. I acted on it. Somber. May call it naive. Oh, can we stop?
Cut.
I know what that actually was.
I know what it is. Yeah.
What happens when one falls in love and everything else seems to fall and crash? It loses all meaning. Its peak is where the lovers notice how strong their love is, and add a brutal sweeping force to what was built before, built up, in red blush, everything, including humanity and the individual souls disperse in a parting past, beauty parlor, electric shocks, solemn and radiant, world created. A worldly response to a cosmic problem, love between two. Doesn't seem like people at all. It's something that turns into themselves, sinking into beauty. I'm finally feeling real. It's empowerment. A belief in one from the attention of another. Not sentiment, but claps from poets. Love is only expressed in actions and not in poetry. Living in extreme, flushed and warm, overcome. I'm in awakening. The peak of love does not happen here on earth. The sin of mankind has produced too much despair in this life. So much. Without invitation and by accident. It lands in someone's soul for when they breathe. As for me, I love and blessed to be loved back. Smart enough to know better and even higher. I acted on it. Somber. May call it naive or a frantic hope, where my emotions inflicted onto paper. I just call it my own reality. Let it resonate and do not fantasize over death, for life always happens now. Poetry is vexing of thinking thoughts that had been tagged with emotions. Enriched. Muse's eyes watching you and humanity. I'm watching the muse. My life, my lover, our world. In all our serious forms, folklore will follow us. Interruption based on our actions, reading Neoframe. Because of the life of most, time mocks their dreams. Because of the lack they have in their actions, I dare not glance at their intent. It's a poor representation of meaning, for where I fear, it's desolate there. For I have been to the horizon and back, in the briefest of moments. I smell the scent of God himself. Now I am a stranger to earth, just an echo from somewhere else. Hold on to life. Life comes to an end. Cling onto dreams, because they fly. If it's true, the dream will swallow you whole. Destiny is made for those who are living. It took me this long to know. If you really wanted something, you'll really have to go to find it, embodying destiny itself. It took me this long to know. If you really wanted something, you'll really have to go to find out, embodying destiny itself. As I progress in rhythm, for most it's impressed of my true character fulfilling itself, and for some critics, because I've been to the horizon, label this as dual with the sun. I've gathered stardust, swallowed it, and I'm bursting into a supernova. My soul has grown deep and enlarged, too big for any of Earth's oceans, and the cosmos has invited me. For I've gone. Do not look or weep for me.
you see that?
Yeah.
Over here. Trying to get me going up?
Yeah, go if you're going.
You coming up?
Fuck. No, why?
Come on.
I'm too scared.
I'll come down. That you can see like all of Manly. I think this is Manly. Are you all of Balgowlah? You just filming me?
Yeah.
Oh my god, Darcy. Give me love. Good girl. Oh my god. Oh, look at her, baby. She's so happy. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got her paws in my hand and she yelped a little. I'm sorry, sweetie. Did that scare you? Huh? Was that too scary? I'm sorry. Hey? I'm sorry. Didn't mean to scare you. Oh my god. She is so cute.
Okay, learning sound. Oh, you good to go?
Yeah.
Nice. Learning sound. Take 4. Whenever you're ready.
Mark my words. My words can make any boy levitate. A roar of mysteries, veil of fireflies in the night that flicker around, illusion of beauty, where they stare blankly. Like those diamonds in the night sky, the silver moon glow gleams down in almost holy glow, and they fall in love there and then. My inner world is the gateway for the world where Earth's muses live. It's something that the mystics can't deny. With views of long vistas, angels on the porches where I blade blanche adieu. Tremendous glory to the ascents of blasphemy in some dogmatic circles. Sorrows of weeping women, because if I'm all that you want, boy, under candlelight, It waves past, leaving behind the Milky Way. Passing this world and I birth into a supernova. Let me laugh with time, as we both mock humanity. Rewarded on Eve, south of Eden, and it's all right to take your time. If I'm all that you want, praise and place gifts at my feet, then all you can have, ever-yearning cataracts and ghosts, ancestral voices, old-fashioned muses, mute humanity's mist. For I've been waiting for so long, and I can't hold back no longer. Brothers of Thoreau come out of the woods just to take me to the Upanishad, where philosophers throw praises to their feet, instead of white rose petals and virgins lay bare to wait. In sin-filled rooms, cigar smoke, cinnamon sighs, flanking thoughts, liquors, lust, perfumes, and jaded Buddhists. And there you go, peering through the one opened window. Heavy breathing. A person's status is determined by the quality of their thinking, as wisdom is inheritance of the good deeds after action. Remember what they told me, and I wish it was death saving. Dear Mr. Ouija board, I want to know my future. His murder? No murder. Don't start that blasphemy. Dear Lord, don't let me die tonight. I can remember what they all told. It was all blasphemy, putting their soul in it. I did a heartbeat soothe and you're running. No murder. Now I know why in the future they want me buried. Because I know who lies. Bloody murder. It's a bloody murder. My murder. My murder, my murder, murder, murder. It's a bloody murder. As I hear the demons singing, striving in strong harmony. Where my advice I had once got. Junkie, if you want to be something, you have to lift and place effort in. Knowing there'll be people who will always hate for whatever you do. Watch your friends. Because there's steady aim, and when the game gets dangerous, they always change. Keep your enemies close. They breed envy, it seemed. A little unimportant when I smile. Now I'm initiated as an outlaw. Ain't nothing free for your gold had been worked on. I'll go back. For your gold that had been worked for. Hand over at a time of death. as my comrades die and come resurrected. Someone, tell I'm wrong. Isn't God just another cop, willing to pull his trigger back when I don't go pop? To mystics locked in penitentiaries, soldiers of the century. Do what have to do. This life is brief. Dear Mr. Witcherboard, I want to know my future. Is murder? No murder. Don't let me die tonight. Bloody murder. It's bloody murder. Mo murder. Mo murder. Mo murder. Murder. It's bloody murder. For I summoned a demon. He will not leave. Destiny, fate, and life can play tormenting tricks. Melancholy flows, appealing higher than an angel's. People fall, trapped. Every leaf drops, spreading across this sordid earth a chance. In void and despair, it's easy to fall into the mundane and the normality of life. In a static way, awakening, opening for me, and a giant hand shaped in the middle of it is pointed directly at me. I asked in a loud tone, am I going to die tonight? And a voice replied, son, don't you worry about me. You're about to be rebirthed. Across the desert sands, torrent plains, full of satanic poetry and magical spells, praises from the world's gypsies I learned. So I write with my tragic hands, spellbound, lyrical stream of consciousness. Superfluous knowledge rolling over this globe. I just wanted to live freely in reality. Just want to live. Dark rooms are alight, deepening orbits, more striking to what I once knew. Brilliant in its beautifully striking way, saved of self-obsession. Delicate beauty lays here now, painted over, and I have something new. Anxiety still lives in the world, and stays there, as I rise. Men as only belonging to those people. Widely shared. At rare times, illuminated. It's what happened. I'm going to be a result of muses and mystics making love, infant to their world, out of water and eating apples simultaneously. Rags and dirt, from destitution to human riches, then ruling over philosophers as a king. Now into something not even of this world, an individual engine of almost godlike knowledge. It's powerful in its addiction. As for aesthetic concerns, my image left, turned to folklore, not to be destroyed in a time of turmoil. I'm new to the world of muses, and any sin committed in my past has now been forgiven. Instead of recapturing reality, I'm learning how to create it. I had once dreamed about this, seeing neo heights of glory. I'm flying through clouds. Drops of rain gently touch my skin. I close my eyes and let the sensations go through as I fly, in sweeping movements. To whatever life lived on earth, no matter how humble, how hard high morals are worked for, in a realm of simple times it will cause despair to my entire being. Anguish will cause, and if I shall return, it will be scandalous, rogue. I have wealth that's flourishing, in exquisite luxury, providing reasons for flowers to bloom. Howling pain, fragrance to when I breathe, in the midst of my mind, wrapped luxury knowledge. Cries from peasants if they knew what the men behind the curtains could articulate. Fainting whimpers, violent sobs. New wars and both poverty and riches will have the same meaning. Art imitates reality, sublime and hidden. Now I'm going to vanish, wretched nakedness, not of the flesh, but of entire essence. Mounting neo-knowledge, devastating my past, to where once I thought of what was value, ended up being total idleness, worthless, pointless, upsetting the rulers of that world. I had violated them.
The knowledge that had presented itself to humanity had become false to what I learned. Pity, anguish, sadness and anger towards those who refused to believe me.
It took a while to write these. Dry, stagnant person, curse under their breath, burnt or bashed, past or at least the act of it, can purchase burdening thoughts, mixed in emotions, a state of despair, left to live out this natural life a slave like natured, cursed in liberty of natural freedom, chained to the metaphysical demonic wants, viewed upon as lost, derived from a self-reflective eye, from the in to the out, magnetic to those of all the wrong character traits. There's some who will do anything to be normal, will silent vain bitterness, noble sinful crime, as some who'll do anything to be themselves and result in being utterly lonely. Few want both and self-destruct. I sit and watch, wonder who'll be the first to be soul-selling as the gypsies sing songs of taunts.
Relaxing aroma, emptying the mind, reality first described, then expressed, swung like a pendulum, scarlet dress walking random in the red light district, cutting noise of human misery. Odours. Put on gold rings to lift any veil. Who knows what I'll end seeing? Demons dancing with angels, in between the constellations, living behind poetry dust, stellar and inspiring words. We're still reading Plato, unlikely hero. Motion holds meaning, symbols and signs. Abstract, and I'm total. I cannot be an inconsistent here on earth. I abandon this earth, its culture and its people. Their views on reality is only an appearance and lacks real meaning, for it's constructed by others and the people believe in it. There's going to be some stuff that's going to make it hard to smile. I'll exhaled and declared mad. To whatever freedom I may have, it's going against the grain, with behind the curtains knowledge before being accepted in their club. Cut. Gaining bearings, gaining a new outcome, essence, neo, fluorescent lights beaming from the glaring sky, tuned to cello solo sympathy. Oh, fuck.
Edit, yeah.
Tuned to cello solo symphonies. Too, I had a past, people, places, and things that I had materialised as the rest I am working towards. In a single enlarged moment, they had a loss of value and their entire meaning. My head turned, lips parted, eyes widened, gasped in awe. I saw eternal holiness, bringing forth the face of every angel, sweeping inside for everything that love is, found the deepest and secret parts of my entire essence and married those parts. I had found love. And in vain, to something now I can articulate and once oblivious to my own existence. I was living in, effortlessly, longing thee now. I could not be wandering here on earth without, though it just started. I'm in too deep. I can't just buck back. I don't want a war from the other side. Thou shalt not ignore. Thou shalt not refuse it. My muse will raise hell. Thou shalt give into it. Thou shalt love back and spark personal enlightenment between lovers. Ignore this gift to the angels and they'll cut your throat, and that's real. Hate to be a burden. We've got our destinies, giving into the alluring normality of everyone else. Despair is rewarded. Addictive intensity in gleaming sharpness, brilliant in its radiance. It's been written on ancient scrolls that articulate through souls that never made it to walk this earth's surface. For my own destiny, it's never shined so brightly outside my own romantic life. It's completely depending on it. Not one to lean. For my own soul's purpose is to utterly live fully and free, is solely reliable on their attention, and it's completely disregarded. Left to self-destruct to whenever the attention of them is put away. A body of youth covering my own flesh, born from my inner world. For touching immorality is something to work for, and the world finally shuts down. A flicker of the eyes, kissing palms of open moments, for that same world to enter, if it wishes. Quickening pulses, sighing romance, meaning coming to us, is meet for the first time. For when my fate collides with thee, in the first time we locked lips, and our souls made love for the very first time, we've reached new mythological heights. For never again will any human riches tempt us, nor their desires or remarks of the false perception, telling them we're going into madness. For our own exile, falling in love, will lead us to our muse's world, so they can retire and uphold us to replace them, controlled in wild ways. Poetry itself could never articulate us. Poems only speaking of jealous and awe. Why can't people know this? And why do so many fall into the common threads of dating, wishing upon something that isn't there? In mascara, I wish for this to be for everyone. Light bending over, these are parent to my future, for never to angst over again. As the trembling love starts descending into a world where mystics only know. Hold me warm towards you, lover. I hear you breathe. This, our very own world, colours warmed by us, velvet when we are one. This vow lives with forever. I'm yours, because I fell in love with you for doing the same with your eyes. A sphinx to romance, idols to poetry, iconoclast to culture, envied among people. Icons over legends. We're alive, as for the rapture. It will begin if the totality of humanity denies us. Silence over my love will not hide me. It shall speak louder. For the love of me couldn't define myself for anyone else other than myself, giving into the collective of reality in all its forms. I had made a life for myself, because I defined myself, and it broke, shattered like glass. I will never be truly free, being pulled towards something, always going towards something, shackled together, caged in a heart, held in comfort, indulging in love. For why now and not before? Revolution spans over connecting moments and is never within one moment. Lover, we made it. Invading pain, exploding like stars, eyes opened and shut, third eyes glaring. The entire time over different realities conjure us up. Fearless trimmings, a paradox in the matrix. We're reflecting. Somehow we can stay here, but be separate. Not to be under the spell of the web's beliefs, too busy creating our own fundamental love, deliberate in every motion. I'd always been told not to be the one that controls fate. Loneliness is the best time to get to know oneself. Full of art, yet few do know themselves. Only treading to themselves into the culture of one's environment. Let me meet what is stronger than me. Let my heart scatter once it's shattered to dust, blowing in the wind over this world. Flawed genius. Weaving bright colours together from rigid hands that seem to come out all wrong. I do not think I could ever admire it, not even a half smile. Is that in person?
Yeah, that's awesome. Editing point.
Searching for perfection, searching for myself, searching. I'm out of reach, I'm out of sight. Shimmering light in the distance. I'm a glare up front. I'm a range of things.
Can't.